We just got back from the Death Stranding World Tour kickoff show at the Sydney Opera House. Come with us for the good and the not so good. As we're in Melbourne, we decided to make a road trip out of it rather than fly it. We were up super duper early to start the 9-ish hour drive from Melbourne up to Sydney, and it all started off well enough. The views were great, the vibes were great, the music was great. We even found the world's biggest rolling pin, because that's a thing. As we got closer to Sydney though, the weather started to change for the worst, and I think we should have taken that as a sign. We basically started our own delivery in Death Stranding, it felt like, with all the obstacles we faced. As if a crack in the windscreen wasn't enough, our car battery just decided it didn't want to work anymore, so we had to get that replaced like 2 hours before the show. But ultimately, we did make it there safe and sound, our first time at the Opera House, and this was the view from our seat. The energy in the building that night was really special. It was cool to just have so many Death Stranding fans together in one place. It's rare that you get to celebrate video games on this level. I mean, we're at the Sydney Opera House. It was just a really cool atmosphere. But before we get to some of the music, let's talk about merch. They had posters, shirts, jumpers, hats, and a few other special items that were extremely rare. In particular, they had harmonicas, but they're only selling 50 at each show, so if you want them, get in early because this was the line about an hour before the show even started. It wrapped around the Opera House. Now for the show itself, it was wonderful, but not all great. Let me explain. Obviously, it felt great being at the first show on the World Tour, but it really did feel like a first show. Some of the covers weren't quite right, and at least for this Sydney stop, the vocals didn't really match.
But I'm exactly where I wanna be. But I'm a long way from home.
It also just felt really quick. The first half covered Death Stranding 1, then we had a quick intermission before the second half covered DS2. But it all just flew by. I'd say maybe an hour total of actual music, with the rest being breaks to talk between songs and a few videos as well. That said, it was still amazing to see as a Death Stranding fan, don't get me wrong. The real highlight for me was the second last song. We got to hear BB's theme performed by composer Ludwig Forssell and vocalist Jenny Plant. It was the first time they'd ever performed it live together, and just listen to this.
See the sunset, see the sunset.
If the World Tour is coming to your part of the world, I definitely recommend it, but only if you're a huge fan.